All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. We're excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. We don't need no hype over here. Now that y'all already know how we get down with that fire information, you see. And so what you could do, you could click the link right down in the video description right there in the chat room. You can you'll get a video introduction to the memberships. You get a video introduction to the memberships, and if you see one that you like, you should most definitely join. You see, and if not, we still appreciate you over here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to expand. That's right. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti DVDs. We got 25% off selected products at this time. That's a nice discount for the family, 25%. You see what I'm saying? So we got the official General Seti DVDs, T-shirts, tank tops, hoodies. We also have for the kings, queens, and the children, African and ancient Egyptian jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. And with 25% off, you can come and get you something I know you're going to like and love and get you a discount at the same time. That's right, kingseti.com. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 1,000 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, a mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarah Seti website. Get on over there today. All the subjects that you know and love from General Seti, even a lot of hidden gems that you have never seen before. You see, with over 1,000 videos, you will be binging on Black Power, the Black Netflix. You cannot lose. Go take a look, and you thank me later. That's right. Seti popping on Patreon. We going live tonight, and I'm going to be steadily dropping bombs. That's right. Seti popping on Patreon, and I'm going to be dropping bombs from this day on. You see what I'm saying? So you need to get on over there. Tonight is going down. Exclusive live streams, only to be seen on Patreon. 185 fire titles, maybe more than that. And so, you know, we got 2 live streams going down. We had one yesterday. You can go check it out. How German Egyptologists use Viking culture to decipher the Egyptian Medunetta. And you need to look at that. You need to look at that because it's profound. And a lot of these people are not talking about this. You see, and I've been clear, and it cannot be disputed. Not only are they Germans, they're Nazis. Okay? Not only are they Germans, they're Nazis. You understand what I'm saying? We got all the backup to prove it. You see what I'm saying? So you need to get on over there. Yeah, and that's Patreon, General Seti. Click that link and make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels now. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Seti. Rock that notification bell. Turn it on, goddammit. You want to know when I'm going live. A lot of y'all hit that bell and y'all don't turn them on, so you don't know. You need to turn the bell. Say, you know, turn it on. Goddammit, when I go live, you want to know. It's like goddamn special breaking news, special report. You know, like when something didn't happen around the world on an international level. That's how it should come on. General Seti is going live. You understand what I'm saying? And run, and come check it out because you know I'm about to get busy. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't you say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. That's right. All right. Now, we talking about this is a major thing going on right now where, you know, Sweden, you know, they love to burn Qurans. You see, they love to burn Qurans. And so we noticed that, you know, Sweden has been trying to get into a NATO. NATO trying to get Sweden in because they just want to lock that whole area up there in Northern Europe, Northern Eastern Europe. They want to lock that on up. They already got Finland in NATO, and in the last nation is Sweden. But, Turkey has been holding back, which is a NATO member, has been holding, and you need unanimous vote to get in. And so Turkey has been holding back because you got a lot of Swedish people from Sweden that they it's a lot of Islamic hatred over there. You understand what I'm saying? Because they feel like Arabs are migrating to their countries, and and changing the demographics, and outnumbering them in certain areas, and so it's become hostile. You see, against Islam. Not as if I give a damn. You see, I just want y'all to know that. Not as if I give a damn. You see, not at all. We just talking about it. You see, and so they've been burning Qurans over there. They've been setting them on fire. As a matter of fact, they didn't have a Quran parade. They've been burning them. You understand? And so Turkey condemned a decision by Swedish authorities to approve a small Quran burning demonstration outside a mosque. So they're outside the mosque in Stockholm on Wednesday, a move that may jeopardize Sweden's bid to join NATO before the bloc's key summit in July. A single person who just happened to be an Arab, you see, I think he was from Iraq. You see, a single person took part in the planned Quran burning in the Swedish capital, and images of the event show he was the only person, apart from his translator, at the demonstration, which coincided with Muslims' holiday al-Adha. Okay, one of the most significant in the Islamic calendar. Okay, the decision to permit the protest was made in accordance with the right of freedom of speech, Swedish police said, adding that the demonstration does not pose an immediate security risk. Okay, that's what they said. So they went on ahead and gave the man a permit to do that. Okay, but allowing such an inflammatory protest stirred a backlash in Turkey, a NATO member state that has obstructed Sweden's accession bid. Sweden and neighboring Finland both formally applied to join the bloc after Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine. Turkey's foreign minister condemned the protest on Wednesday, calling it a heinous act. It is unacceptable to allow these, and I'm gonna weigh in now. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna weigh in. It is unacceptable to allow these anti-Islamic actions under the pretext of freedom of expression to turn a blind eye to such heinous acts is to be complicit to them. Okay, that's what he said. And so now, let me start weighing in on this. Okay, let me start weighing in on this. Yeah, Sweden. Every time I say Sweden, I end up saying Sweden. You know, sweet. Yeah, you know they sweet. You know they sweet. Sweet Sweden. You see what I'm saying? You know, yeah, they over there yodeling and shit, and yeah, you know what they do. You know what they do. Oh, sweet Sweden. And so, but I say to myself, I got pictures, I got pictures clearly where you got Muslims, all through Asia, Africa, down through that have destroyed from the time they went on their jihads, you see, even up to today. You see, even up to today, Where you can see ISIS over there in Iraq, even when the Taliban, when they went to war in Afghanistan, where they over there blowing Buddhas out the mountain. You see over there, and yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah. With the Swedish, they making cheese and shit. You better watch it. You better not eat no goddamn cheese from Sweden. Yeah, You better not do it. You better not do it. I don't give a goddamn. You better look on it where that shit from. Yeah, make a motherfucker stop eating cheese. You better stop that. But, and you see Swiss cheese. Ain't that a damn shame? You right, Swiss cheese. Yeah. And so they over there, when they went into Iraq, the ISIS, they destroyed a lot of artifacts. They destroyed a lot of artifacts over there. Even when they had this rebellion in Egypt, they went into the Egyptian museums. They did a lot of destruction in there. You see, and then when it come time for somebody to set their shit on fire, then it's a heinous act. But any other time, and so, as long as the Quran can validate you destroying somebody else's artifacts, somebody else's relics, they wouldn't have no problem in Islam burning anybody else's book. You see what I'm saying? They might not burn the Bible. They might not. You understand what I'm saying? Because they say Allah gave them so they might not go that far, but they don't have no problem destroying everybody else's sacredness. You see? And so, I feel like, hey, this is karma. You see, this is exactly what need to happen. You see, to let people know, yeah, you don't give a fuck about nobody. We don't give a fuck about you. You see, feelings is mutual. I mean, they sit and they, and I already know how they feel about African people. They look at African people as slaves. And so African people should not have no respect for nothing that, come from Arabs at all. Niggas, try to make up this false relationship between the Arab and the blacks. By using that terminology, black was the original Arab. No, what you trying to say, that the landmass that today is called Arabia's Africans was the original inhabitants of the land that was later on renamed Arabia. But by saying that blacks were the original Arabs gives the premise that somehow we named it Arab. You understand what I'm saying? No. Or Arabia. You see, no. Never was it ever known in ancient time as no Arabia. It was an extension of Kush. And it was named after the Kushites, because you can see all the way from India, even into Mesopotamia. You understand what I'm saying? The terminology was Kush. And even in the Bible, it refers to that Nimrod, which was the son of Kush, was the founder of Mesopotamia. And obviously, you can see that the Kushites even went into the Indus Valley, into the Ganges, and even further. You see what I'm saying? So you see the terminology of Kush all the way even to Japan. Before they even got there, it was already there. So we don't want to confuse people into believing that African people, that the Kushites named that landmass Arabia. Okay, we got to get away from that. Okay, our people were highly advanced for hundreds of thousands of years, and the air wasn't even known in the world, nowhere. You see, matter of fact, you don't even know of the Arab into the Islam. You see, into Islam. You don't know the Arab. He's technically a AD people. Now they trying to act as if they old it. No, they're not. Most of that story that they coming up with is a damn lie. They try to fabricate an origin for themselves. That they come from Ishmael. Anybody that knows the Bible and understand that too. But even at least in the Bible, a lot of these areas have been identified as Kushite. You see, but what's happening today, they are, which they do. They play this card of naming mixed breeds to be the original inhabitants. So down in Egypt, they say where the Copts is the last stage of ancient Egyptian, and then you see a Copt, and he looked just like a goddamn Greek or an Arab. You see what I'm saying? And so and so you have other areas of Africa where they try to do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Where they try to say, okay, yes, this is Sudanese or this is Ethiopian, and it's a heavy level. You see, of mint and blood and mental mixture with the Arab, and so they allow the Arab to season, and so this is how even I see how they try to reclassify Egypt, Sudan, in many instances, Ethiopia, and they all right with it. They'll say this, that, but they all right with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because when they tied themselves with that Semitic, you know what I'm saying? This Afro-Semitic shit. You see what I'm saying? They remove themselves from the vast majority of Africans on the planet, saying we're different. We're not we're Semitics. We're Afro-Semitic. You see what I'm saying? Or some of them don't even say that. They don't even say we're just Semitic. You see, and so they're saying that there's something different. You see, and with the Arab being so-called a Semitic, you see what I'm saying? They're closer to them in many instances in their mind than they are of African people. I just want you to understand that. And so, people can get mad and they can, but goddamn it, you're going to get glad. Because I don't have no mercy whatsoever. Yeah, I don't have no mercy. Arabs and Jews aren't a race. They are an ethnic group similar to Latino. You know what? They ain't even that. You see what I'm saying? And, all of them is Cro-Magnon Neanderthals. I don't even break them down into that. That's just a language group. Let's deal with it. You see what I'm saying? All of them is just language groups, but when it boiled down to it, they all Cro-Magnon Neanderthals. You see what I'm saying? One went this way, one that went that way, but before they went in them directions, they all of them came up out the caves. That's where they came from, and they documented themselves, so they cannot be mad. You see what I'm saying? And so, I don't get caught up in that. I know which way they came from, the cave. You see what I'm saying? There's no other way. There's no other place for them to have come from. Was the caves. You see, they came from the north and living in them areas. That was the only place of refuge. And matter of fact, that's where they told us they came from. You see what I'm saying? So just because the Arab been living in the area today, which is known as Arabia, in ancient time was an extension of Kush, that's not his land of origin. That is not his land of origin, and I want you to understand that they come even in the argument, when they talk about the Arab, they say that the Arabs of Yemen are the pure Arabs. You see so that means that they believe that the true Arab came from the south. You see what I'm saying? And so the one that you see, so if he came from the south, you understand that ain't the home of any humankind. You see what I'm saying? So the first people to populate southern, what today is known as Arabia, were the Kushites. And I make clear that I understand, that you understand, that in ancient times, the Kushite, you got to understand, when the Greek, who were the people that invented that word Ethiopian, to them, Ethiopia was Nubia. You see, I have to always specify that. You see, because we get kidnapped. You see, our history get kidnapped. And, and I don't give a goddamn whether who don't like it or not, by mixed breeds. You see what I'm saying? Cops and I'm gonna say it just like this. You know what I'm saying? Habashash. You see, I say it. I don't have no problem in saying that. You see what I'm saying? I don't have no problem in saying that. I say it. Because then you get to look, and then you look across the water, and you got the Sabaeans and shit. And I know, based on the biblical, that's Kushite. You see what I'm saying? Not what they claiming that it is. Today, they didn't reinterpret what that means. The Sabaean and Saba and this, that, and the third. They come straight from the cold black Kushite. In the ancient times, the Saba, Sheba was cold black and had no influence whatsoever with the Arab. So today it has been reclassified, and people don't know that, will get a misunderstanding that in the ancient time, the ancient Ethiopia was Sudan. So when you look at them cold black Sudanese, that's the image that should come up in your mind. And see, that's more powerful than any fucking thing that they talking about, because that same cold black Ethiopian Kushite, you see, was the father of Mesopotamia. You see, that changes shit. You see, it wasn't even them dark. I don't have no problem, and I always go to the dark, you see, and lay that standard. So, motherfucker, I don't have no problem. You see, and come down. You have to do that. Because if you don't do that, then you have some influx that trying to kidnap the history. You see, they're trying to kidnap the history. And so you get that Semitic, and up through the now, they try to reclassify. And then you look at some of even what's going on over there today. I don't give a fuck. You see, I tell the truth. Yeah, I don't get caught up. They say, well, Seti, yeah, no, I tell the fucking truth. When you look at even what's going on over there in Sudan, and look at them, okay? Take a look. You see? Take a look. And then to back it up, what I'm saying to any motherfucker out there got a problem with it, look at the people that's backing each group. You see, Janja Weed, and they can call them what they want. You see, they ain't, and look, and I had to do the research, say the root of the Janja Weed is the jinn. So they know they demons. They demons on horseback. That's all they saying. Demons on horseback. They jinn, Janja Weed. You see what I'm saying? And yeah. And then look at the Sudanese government. Who backing them? Egypt. You see the Arabs up there in Egypt don't even want, African people to claim their heritage. You see, they got a problem when you identify with one of the pharaohs and one of the queens. So you already know the mentality of them. So they, and these niggas in not all, because our family down there, a lot of them know the truth, indigenous, but indigenous in mind, they don't ride with that. And so they try to commit genocide on the true Sudanese. Yeah. They try to commit genocide on the true Sudanese. Yeah, indigenous. Look at them motherfuckers that over there warring right now. Yeah, take a look. And then you will see. And then you will see his daddy that's funding him. Funding him. You got the Libyans, Muammar, but they got a new Arab on deck today. You see what I'm saying? Muammar gone, but now they got, but all the links is still being taken, lead right back to Gaddafi. Right back to Libya. You see? And that's who the European Union is paying militias to detain the Africans from coming over there to Europe. And we already know how brutal they is. They got a lot of videos online where Africans then went to all of them up there talking shit. They had the one from, what was it, Algeria? That one leader from over there, Algeria, talking shit. Yeah. So we know who's funding a lot of what's going on over there in Africa. A lot of them Arabs up north are funding a lot of the wars that are in Southern Africa, Central Africa. They funding them wars. And so them niggas over there, some of them, not all of them, listen to me. They grouped in, you know what groups all you have to do is do your research. They're more connected to the Arab, the Islam, the Semitic. They enjoy that. You see, they enjoy being separate. They don't see themselves the same as the indigenous. That's why they commit genocide on them. You see what I'm saying? We got to speak up. I don't give a fuck. I say it. Some niggas just want to be in whatever. I don't do that. Motherfuckers can say, I don't have to come. I don't want to fuck you. I don't give a goddamn. I bet your ass gonna be exposed. I tell you that. And anybody want to sit down and have this conversation with me one-on-one, try and see what happens. See how far you get. You understand what I'm saying? Let's do that. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's all about truth. It's not about no ego. See, this shit ain't gonna change until people expose the truth. You see? Until they expose the truth. Here they is crying because somebody is burning the Quran. Man, if you read, and I advise everybody to get it, I keep saying it over and over. The Rape of the Nile by Brian Fagan. You see, you get that book, and he'll document the greatest thieves of ancient Egypt, of ancient Egyptian artifacts, in the crazy shit, the same motherfuckers that want to claim that they the ancient Egyptians, these Arabs over here today. They was in there signing permits for the Europeans to come in there and take all that. You understand what I'm saying? That they were signing permits. You see, and he documents that in there. They didn't just walk in there. You know what I'm saying? Especially under when Muhammad Ali and his dynasty came in there. I know Muhammad Ali. What's that other one of his other I don't know if it was Ishmael Ali, one of them. I don't know if his name was Ishmael Ali or whatever. But them pashas, you see, signed them permits for a lot of those artifacts to leave Egypt. But now today they want to claim that they Egyptians. Matter of fact, and I'm going to move on. We're going to move to the next one. Matter of fact, when Muhammad Ali became the head of Egypt, whatever whatever it was, it's not the Egyptian museum of today, but whatever museum that they had in Egypt at that time, he gave it the whole collection to I believe, I don't know if he was a king. I believe he was a king of Vienna in Europe. Nah, that catalog is still over there. It's still over there, and I can show you it. He gave the whole of that museum to that king over there in Vienna, in Europe. And the goddamn museum is still over there to this day. And so when you look at, and I don't get away from them, because his grandson, no matter, they gonna act like, no, in Muhammad Ali, and I'm gonna move on. The original Muhammad, and that's who Elijah Muhammad named Cassius Clay after. Muhammad Ali. You see, he was an Albanian. You see, he was from Albania. So when you look at, they try to say they not Arabs. Yes, they are, but you see, they bastards, but the Arab is a bastard anyway. You see what I'm saying? When you have to look at all the, after the Africans went back up the river, you have to look at all the mixture that went on, from each, conquest. You see what I'm saying? And you have to add all that together. That's what you got over there. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got over there. And to show you how they still honor the dynasties of Muhammad, the dynasty of Muhammad, Muhammad Ali, that his grandson, the official Quran of today in Egypt is the Quran that was created from Muhammad Ali's grandson. I believe it was his grandson. I believe it's Ishmael. I know his name was Ishmael. I don't know if it's Pasha. I know he was a Pasha, but I don't know if it was Ishmael Ali. I'll look it up. But that Quran that is the official Quran over there to this day is that Quran from Ishmael, Pasha Ishmael, I believe. If it wasn't him, it was either his son. It was either his son or him. You understand what I'm saying? Those are facts. You see, those are, he said, Franken niggas. That you already know what they is. Wanna be niggas. They wanna be niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's just to let you know that they still tied with them Albanian, them Turks. And when he, coming out of Albania, they brought all type of Turks and goddamn Russians and Slavs. All of that came into Egypt under Muhammad Ali. They was vagabonds. They brought all that. They even brought Russians. When you start talking about the Mamelukes, and people don't even read up on the Mamelukes who were in charge, and Muhammad Ali wiped them out. But the Mamelukes was from Russia, Slavs, and you understand what I'm saying? All down through there. You see? Yeah. So look it up. All right, family. This is General Sarasun said we still got fire. Don't you go nowhere. This is General Sarasun said saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast, daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power. Yep. Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, was named after Muhammad Ali of Egypt.